Even use your name, you're right. Yeah.
Applied for political asylum here.
Yes.
Oh shit. Take out the part about jihad. I don't want them coming after me.
Tell me a little story. Did you say from Russia?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a
Born in
little bit.
Russia.
How'd you
I,
get here?
I
And
flew to New York and applied for green card 10 years ago. I'm homeless since 2013, November 26. I'm waiting for court. And court will be in this year in Texas in June 24. So I'm homeless.
so what made you move from Russia to the United States?
I was in a political party journalist and my boss was shot at and I was beaten on the street and I went to New York and applied for political asylum.
And then from New York, you
From New York, I moved to the Oklahoma, and there I was while. From Oklahoma, I moved here for being in street. It's warm weather.
how is it living out here in the streets?
Uh, Here is very danger because in nighttime sometimes people can come to the tent and steal some stuff. It's very danger.
You say there's a lot of good people out here, or just
Yes, a lot of good people like you, good person.
Yeah, you listen. There are homeless people that are really super nice, but
why do you think there's so many homeless out here?
they're
I
priced out of
think
the housing market.
I think because they waiting for housing too long time and system work very badly.
Mm. But
What kind
yet,
of, what kind of work do you do in Russia?
I was a case manager for sell houses.
You like it here?
Yes, I do.
Like, what? How's it so different from Russia, United States?
Here, freedom to be on street. Here, freedom to be as a homeless, and here is a more protective police instead in Russia.
What's the hardest thing about doing this? Have you had any incidents or any good adventures or bad adventures?
Today was bad adventure because one guy came here, sits here, just I don't know him. When I tell him walks away, he didn't, and it was abuse. That was really bad.
Any good adventures? Like,
Good adventures, and somebody can stop in the car and give food, and help somebody money. Somebody can gift tent.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good adventure. It's many good people who help.
Well, you think the United States was gonna be like this, or
I think
better?
United States will be better. But
What do you
I
miss
hope.
about home, Russia?
I don't have a home. When I born, my father passed away. My mom owned house, and I don't have nobody, no family now. I don't miss anything because I don't have it.
You're gonna plan to live in Las Vegas, or you plan to live in another place in
My
USA?
plan is going to the court and wait what court will be tell me, and then I will be choose place where I can live. I like warm weather. I think I like warm weather.
Well, same here. Well, hope you all have a good and stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you. Okay, I was renting a room from somebody that I knew for over 5 years, and all of a sudden he decided that he and I was also buying groceries and helping him get his new trailer fixed up. All of a sudden he decides that maybe he would like me to have sex with him. And I looked at him and I says, "Are you nuts?" I said, "The Lord's coming." I said, "I'm not giving that up for you or anybody. I don't know. I don't want to have sex with you." Well, so I had to move so he could move in some other woman, because I wasn't homeless when I knew him. I had just come up from Arizona, and he had just got the trailer and invited me to stay for a reasonable amount of money, which wasn't bad. And so I ended up moving. I stayed till my rent was due. I'll put it that way. She slept on the couch, and then I just left. I said, why argue with somebody? They want you out.
You say you're from California. What you do in California?
Oh, I did accounting.
You were accountant?
Yeah.
For how many
Yeah.
years?
Oh, too long. Yeah, and then I drove a truck for a while. I wanted to travel, so I decided to become a truck driver. Oh shit!
Oh,
I must have been out of my going through menopause, going through menopause. But I'll tell you, I was in an 18-wheeler accident, and then I ran into the man that I knew for years before that I ended up getting married to.
how long you been living in a tent?
We just got this tent. When did she give us this tent before it started raining?
Think so will be months.
No, it's not months. Maybe a month, 6 weeks that we got it. Southern Girl gave us a tent.
Something.
Yeah,
I
because
don't remember.
we didn't have a tent. And how him and I met is we used to sit over by the library and talk. And then I got food poisoning. I got real sick and went to the hospital. They had to call the ambulance and everything for me.
How's life living on the streets? Is it hard or only
Well,
getting warm?
I'm gonna tell you something. You know, it's hard because it's scary because you don't know who's around you. Okay, if we knew people that were around us, but I don't want to meet some of these people because see, we were on that side. And
Yeah,
there
the
was-
library seems to be safe. You got a bathroom to go to in that.
Yeah, when they're open. But anyway, so the story was I got sick, and then they told me at the library I couldn't sleep outside there because in the daytime because I was sick. So I was telling him about it, and so he came, and he said you come with me, and he got me to a place because it was going to rain that night to a place that had a ledge over it. You know, so I was safe. I was sick, but I was safer, and he laid down there, and then.
What's,
Then
the,
of
what's the
course-
biggest incident you ever had out here in the streets?
Probably today trying to get rid of that guy that was sitting over here
What
because
happened?
I've never had oh no, wait a minute, there was one guy, this sexual predator. I think I told you about that, but
Yes.
anyway, he was a sexual predator and they chased him away from the library, and then he comes down over here. I said, oh shit. But then he left us alone, and he left him alone, left me alone. um,
What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah?
Sarah
What's your last name?
Parker.
You have a big family?
No, I have two sisters. The one in Texas, I swear, is like a white supremacist, and then the half sister, which is in California, is like Black Lives Matter. And her son, my nephew, is Jihad Williams that was up there with Obama. He's the one that went over to Iran to make that big deal, you know, because he became a Muslim at 15, and he learned how to read it, talk it, write it, their language. And in California, when you reach a certain age at a school, after elementary school, you either became a Jehovah's Witness, you became a Muslim, or you became a gang member. If you chose the first two, the gang members would leave you alone. That's how California is at one time. So because of where he was at, see, I didn't know her till I was grown. And don't ask me how they found us, but she found me, and she found my other sister in Texas. So I went down to see her. This one flew out here to see me when my husband was alive.
How's it sleeping in that little tent?
Well, he sleeps on one side, I sleep on the other side. We both have our own sleeping bags, and of course it got kind of wet in here.
I bet you're glad that it's getting warm again.
Yes, and I'm thinking, well, he's got something he's got to go take care of, actually in Texas, and then I gotta go. I'm thinking actually of going down to Carson City, but when I get my phone that's going to be working, I'm going to look up and see how much the hotels and stuff are there, and just get away for a while and get into.
Oh, you got another little adventure.
Military over there.
You were in the military in Russia?
Yes, I've been in the military in Moscow. I protect capital from terrorists. I've been in special forces, anti-terrorist group.
Yeah. How was that?
This was a very dangerous job because I had to wear a uniform, and this was lots of bombings there in the sidewalks and in the subways. You got much terrorists, and then I was retired.
For how long did you do that?
I've been 2000 to 2002. It was Russian explosion was there, and then was 9/11 happened here in the United States.
Yeah, you ever think maybe joining the military here, or you had enough?
I have enough because I rehab now. I relax because it's many bad things happen. They stuff it drugs into kids' guts, and the women's transfer it in airplanes, and with bolts and nuts and explore people. And I saw also in documentary and in military, it is very difficult work, psychology. I'm rehab.
Yeah, you know what he told me? I said the
Tell me, what's your favorite food here in Nevada?
My favorite food it is think McDonald's. You know, I like McDonald's.
How about you? What's your favorite food?
Oh my God, it's a toss-up between Panda Express on Tropicana and Boulder Highway because they're what's those things? The chicken stuff is not hard as a rock as some of the other Panda Expresses, and then Roberto's, but I like the one in what's the name of that casino down there, Samstown, because I like the you know that it's like a pepper thing that they have.
The flautas.
No, I'm trying to think what it's called now. I'm 76. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Applied for political asylum here,
Yes, that's good.
and Russian country can put me in a prison for 7 years.
You even use your name. You're right. I will.